everyone. Welcome to another live stream. What do you mean, another live stream? You haven't done one in a month. Yeah, it feels like it's been forever. I'll tell you what, though. I don't know if anybody's seen my Monjoro videos on my weight loss journey, but this is my new best friend. It's just, I don't know how I can keep so much water in my body. Well, I don't actually, because at night I piss it out. Yes, it's ridiculous. So I hope everybody is doing well. We are here for a little live stream for, I'd say about an hour and a half. 4:30 till 6. Yeah, we won't go on too long because people have better things to do in their lives than to watch this. But yeah, I hope you all had a good week and a good day. And what have I done today? So what did I do this morning? God knows, it's ages ago. Got up, had breakfast, went out for a walk, a nice walk in the sunshine just around the block. Don't call me Jenny. Came back, watched Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Absolutely love that film. Best of the Fantastic Beasts series. Still have the other two to watch, so that's pretty good. I've been going through my Harry Potter films, so I've been watching all the 4Ks, and I finished the last film yesterday, which was really good. I'm then moving on to the 3 Fantastic Beasts, and then I'm going to start moving on to the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbits. I tell you what, though, I have not seen the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit 4Ks. I've got them. I've had them for quite a while, but I have not watched them at all in 4K. So I'm looking forward to watching them, especially the extended cuts. So I need to kind of like pencil out a year where I can just fit those films in, because they are bloody long, aren't they? Why, about 4 hours long. Yes. So that's been my day. I also watched, I'll tell you what I did watch. I watched that as well today, Dangerous Animals, which I thought was really good. I thought this was going to be a low-budget crap B-movie, late-night crap DVD kind of stuff. But I got to say, it was good. It had some good thrills in it. Joy Courtney was brilliant as the villain, sticking with his Australian accent. He was creepy, and there were a few moments and I was like, oh my God, a few moments like that. So yeah, it is a shark film, but it is mainly like a serial killer type of film, prison, kind of like imprisoning some people. Yeah, so definitely give that one a go. Yeah, Joe Courtney, brilliant. Yeah, I loved it. Oh, it's a shame I didn't actually buy the 4K now. I bought the Blu-ray because I thought the 4K, I don't want to spend that kind of money because it's only going to be a one-time watch, but I'll definitely watch it again. Yeah, definitely watch it again. So really happy with that. Okay, so that's my day so far. Let's get into a few comments and let's see who's here, who's in the chat. What we got here? Hey, mate. As by the time you see this, I'll be asleep. I hope you have a great day and love your videos. Thank you very much. Oh, blimey. Really? So you've been waiting for me for that long that you decided to just go to bed. Oh, dear me. Ryan Vincent is here. Hello. I'm going to be an American footballer at 21 to 22 years old. Brilliant. Fantastic. Well, you must be a college leaver or something like that. Jim Jam is here. Yes, Jim Jam is here. Not in the flesh, but Jim Jam is here in spirit. All right, mate. Jim Jam, you've been a little bit quiet lately. I haven't seen many of your charity shop hunts. You're just taking a break like I did. Although I kind of like really didn't take a break. It was like 10 days and I was back. Yeah, I got bored. Did the alarm on your phone start? Or look, do you know what? I knew it was coming. I was watching Only Fools and Horses while having my dinner. I knew it was coming. It still made me jump. Yeah. And also, what was even worse is that my bleeding watch vibrated as well. So it was like, yeah, I had read that a lot of people have actually what's the word? Disconnected it. Because apparently on an iPhone, you can actually stop all security messages coming in. I couldn't find it on my phone, but I thought I was kind of curious. Will it really go off on my phone? It didn't go off on the dot, you know, it was like 30 seconds later, but yeah, it went off. Not quite sure. I'm not quite sure how it's going to benefit us, though, if the Russians have fired a nuclear missile. I mean, you get a text message saying there's a missile coming, you've got 10 minutes to live. I don't know. Jim Jam says, what's your favourite Jerry Anderson series? Oh, and there are quite a few to pick from. Thunderbirds has always been one of my favourites growing up. But I've got to say, I'm a bit partial for Space Precinct. I've been watching the Blu-ray box set. And I remember watching it when it first came out on TV. And I've got to say, I really enjoyed that. It's very cheesy. Some of the makeup effects are a little bit dated, but yeah, I really enjoy it. But overall, I think probably Thunderbirds. Yeah. Universal Studios and MGM Fan 2001 is here. Hello. We also have Dean. Hello, Dean. Hi, mate. Have you picked up the new Halloween album? I have not yet. I've had a listen to it, which is really good. I might have a look in HMV and Blue Water when I go hunting on Wednesday, because we haven't been up to Blue Water for quite a while. Well, no, I wouldn't say quite a while, but weeks, maybe a month or so. The thing about Blue Water is I like to go when it's quieter. So all the time, like through the summer holidays when the kids were off, it gets very busy. So I'll be popping up there on a weekday, hopefully on Wednesday. And yeah, we'll go and have a look. They might hopefully they might have it on vinyl. Jim Jones says, are you looking forward to Black Phone 2? Yeah, I actually did enjoy the first film. I must rewatch it again, though, because I've only seen it once. But I'll definitely go and see that because, yeah, I did enjoy it. Sam is here. Hello. Jim Jam says, since starting the diet, what do you have in the way of snacks? Oh, it's a bit of a mixture. I mean, in the old days, it would be whatever's in the cupboard. So, biscuits, cakes, chocolate bars, whatever was available. Now, it kind of varies. Pears, apples, pears, baby bells, some crackers. Sometimes I kind of like make a snack into a meal. So I've got maybe some rice cakes. I put some Philadelphia cheese on it, put some chicken on it or some ham on it, spread it with a bit of peanut butter. So yeah, I've become a little bit more creative when it comes to food since starting it. To be honest, I could actually go all the way through the day without having any snacks, but I like to fill the gaps between my three main meals. For breakfast this morning, I had a bowl of shredded wheat. I had blueberries, raspberries, had some almonds and raisins and a yogurt. So that was really nice. That boosts up like fiber and protein. Then lunchtime, I had a roast dinner. And for tea, I'm probably going to have I was going to have scrambled egg, but I'll probably have poached egg, 2 poached eggs on a bagel, on a high protein bagel, maybe with a bit of Philadelphia cheese. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, I do like me eggs. I do like me eggs, especially I've got this new egg boiler thing where it cooks your eggs without having to put them in a in a pan and boiling them up. So you just stick them in there with the water, turn the timer up, and then they're done. And you get these little mini trays for poached eggs as well. So that's really cool. So yeah, I do like that. Jim Jammer says, got to love a shark film. Yeah. There wasn't an overly amount of use of sharks. It is a shark-based film, but it's more focused on the humans and the situation that they're in. The sharks are just off to one side and are kind of like brought in when needed. But it works. The balance works really well. Jim Jam says, where is everybody today? I don't know. Have we got not that many people in here then? I can't even see. In the old days, it used to actually tell you how many people were actually watching the stream. It doesn't tell you anymore, so I don't know. I think this might be a beta version of StreamYard. It could be. I'm not sure. It says beta on the top. But yeah, it used to say at the top of the stream how many people were actually watching. And I've noticed also all the icons on the bottom have actually all changed as well. So yeah, maybe this is a beta version. I didn't ask to go on to the beta version, but hey, yeah, there you go. It does have a little icon down the side that says people. So what does that say? I don't know. I don't know what that is. So yeah, weird. It's all changed. It's all changed on StreamYard. Timmy's here. Hello. When are you going to see the new Conjuring movie? I have watched it. I watched it yesterday at my IMAX early in the morning. So it was about 10 o'clock. There was about 10 of us in there. But I like my cinemas empty. I like to go at times when people are either at school or at work. The less people you have in the cinema, the less chance of there being annoying gits. But I don't know what would have happened today, though, in the cinema at 3 o'clock, because I very much doubt everybody turns their phone off. They probably put it onto silent, and that probably siren would have gone off again anyway. But yeah, I am going to be uploading my review. It's only a short review, and I'm doing it as a short rather than actually a full video. I'm testing out my movie reviews on shorts, not the ones, not what I'm wearing. But I figured I could probably do more short movie reviews than actual like 8-10 minute reviews. So I can get some more reviews in. I just want to see how it goes and see if people prefer the short reviews that I can just throw out more often than normal. Ricky Walt? Ricky Walt is here. What pre-orders are you most looking forward to? Well, I've got pre-ordering for Ballerina, the Steelbook, which I actually thought was coming out tomorrow. I think the standard 4K is out tomorrow, but the actual Steelbook isn't out until the 22nd of September. So got a little bit of a longer wait for that. What else have I got? I've got pre-orders in for the Tron films. So both of those Tron Steelbooks. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm just having a look on here to see if I can remind myself. Oh yeah, the Wild Robot edition looks pretty cool. That version, it comes with a nice Steelbook, £51.99, so it is a little bit costly, but I think that's probably the normal price these days we're getting up into the 50s now. The Life of Chuck, I got a pre-order in with Amazon, and it was £14.95. I don't know if they're going to keep that price promise, because it should be £24.95 or 95 or 99. So I think they've made a pricing error, but they might end up sending an email saying it's cancelled. As for the Back to the Futures, they are nice. I do like the look of them. These are like 50 quid each as well. But I'm happy with the Steelbooks that I've already got. Yeah, I mean, the Steelbook looks completely different. I do like the outer box. I would like an individual outer box for each one. I mean, what I could do, I mean, I could buy them and then just swap the Steelbooks out for the previous, the previous ones that came out, and then just sell these ones. It is something that I could possibly do, because although those new Steelbooks look okay, they're not as good as the previous releases. What else we got? We got Nosferatu Ultimate Collector's Edition. I can't remember if I actually pre-ordered that or not. Looks like Obi-Wan Kenobi is coming back out on a Steelbook, so they're re-releasing that again at the end of October. Nobody 2. I've got an order in for Nobody 2. As well as Red Planet from Arrow, and of course Mission Impossible. 28 years later. So yeah, there's quite a few pre-orders that I've got set up at the moment. But Ballerina's going to be the next one. So yeah, I look forward to getting that one, because it's supposed to have one of those like Mondo slip covers, the plastic slip covers. So yeah, looking forward to getting that. I've got one of the John Wicks, or one or two of the John Wicks with those slip covers on as well. Where are we? Just trying to find the old comments. Yeah, there we go. Jim Jam says, to be honest, sort of fed up with charity shops, same old crap. That's if any media at all. Yeah, it is getting harder and harder to find any decent stuff. I mean, so far as Blu-rays, if I'm lucky to find a few Blu-rays in a charity shop, it's usually the same old stuff. You know, the stuff that CEX would give you a penny for, including The King's Speech and 50 Shades of Shit and stuff like that. So it is getting harder and harder to try and find something. The big cancer research one that I go to down Westwood Cross, they did have some Blu-rays in. I did pick up a couple the other day. In fact, I think I've got them here. No, I haven't got them here. I've folded them away. But there was one with Christian Bale, which I never heard of, which was an American import. I kind of look forward to the Pilgrim's Hospice music and media show now. They have it twice a year. I've been there before. You saw, I've done a few videos there. It's like where they gather all of the stuff from charity shops, probably around Kent, put it all into one big church hall and go crazy. And they have aisles of vinyl, they have cassette tapes, they have merchandise. There was even a guitar, electric guitar in one, a couple of last year or the year before. But they do have a lot of Blu-rays and a hell of a lot of box sets. I'm telling you, a crap ton of box sets, as well as CDs. I've picked up a couple of CDs in there, and the last one I went to, I struck gold with those Blu-rays and the 4Ks in that, because that was the one where I found Gravity, the Dolby Atmos one with the special slip cover, and yeah, I was really happy to grab some stuff there. So that is my favorite place to go when it comes to charity shops, and I always make sure when they announce it, I'm off work and I'm there at least 15 to 20 minutes before the doors open. So I look forward to the next one. It was in May, I believe. May. The next one will be sometime in December. So they always have it in the same place in Canterbury. So yeah, I look forward to hopefully picking up some stuff when I'm over there. When I go in, I tend to go straight to the Blu-ray counter. not really counters, are they? They're kind of like wallpaper tables put together. Yeah, I go straight for those. A lot of people go straight for the box sets and pick up loads of stuff like Star Trek box sets and Dexter and stuff like that. So you can pick up some really good stuff in there. Who have we got? Oh, sorry, was it Simi McKay? Is that? It's probably not pronounced that way. Will you be getting the Steel for Tron Ares? Really looking forward to the film. I definitely will. As I said, I've put the pre-order in for the original Tron and also Legacy on 4K. Definitely will be picking up those Steelbooks. So I'm hoping when Ares comes out on a Steelbook, they kind of match it up. They probably won't. It'll be completely different, but it would be really cool if they actually match it with the previous two. Sam wants to know, what is a good movie to watch this week with my grandma? Sam asks this question on every live stream. Take her to see The Conjuring. Bridget is here. Hello. And Universal Studios, just call me Zach. It's my real name. Well, there you go. Thank you very much. Why am I thanking you for telling me what your name is? What's this one? Fesp 26 or something. What is the rarest Blu-ray you own? I would have said that Gravity with the Dolby Atmos soundtrack, but I've got to say I think it's my Sons of Anarchy box set. It's a big box set that's got a replica of the actual table that they have in the series. And then you take the lid off the table, and it's got all the different seasons inside in digipacks. Because it's harder and harder to actually find that. I've seen maybe one or two on eBay go for about 400 quid. Also, the Rambo Steelbook tin, which I managed to get from America, that was a couple of hundred quid as well. Because that is so rare now and expensive, and they usually go for 500, 600 quid. So I would say probably, yeah, Sons of Anarchy and the Rambo Steelbook collection are probably the rarest ones that I've got in the collection. Zach says, did you have a lot of, what's that? Did you know I have a lot of 4Ks and Blu-rays? I did not know. Well, thank you very much for that. Yeah, I like thanking people for giving me some information. George is here. Hello, George. That's good to know about Dangerous Animals. I've got the 4K coming. And hello, Big Pauly. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was just going to be a one-time watch, kind of okay shark movie. It's actually kind of exciting, and there was some really good moments in it. And I've got to say, Jai Courtney as a villain is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I think he should play more villains. Yeah, you know, he's done a few dodgy films over the years. I do admit that I really enjoyed him in the Suicide Squad, though. Yeah, especially the first one, the first Suicide Squad, and of course he played John McClane's son, didn't he, in the last Die Hard. Everybody's favourite Mush is here. Hello, Jamie. Right then, hey up, Mush. How you doing? Did you do a review for The Conjuring? Are you going to see Spinal Tap 2 or The Long Walk this week from the ex-YouTuber? Yes, thanks, mate. Yeah. Yeah, I did go and see it. As I said a little bit earlier on, I'm testing out my reviews at the moment because I want to see if I can do some short reviews, because my reviews kind of like, it takes me about 10 minutes to do, and then I have to do the editing, as you know what it's like, and then all the thumbnail, all the thumbnail and stuff like that. I just want to do quick reviews that are quick in, straight to the point. We're talking less than 3 minutes, and just get my thoughts across of what I think of the film. So the first one that I'll be doing will be The Conjuring. So hopefully I'll get that up later on. If not, then it'll be up tomorrow. Oh, yeah. It also gives me the opportunity as well that if I do watch if I want to grab a film from the collection here and watch it, then I can just quickly do a review without having to wait until, you know, the end of the month's stuff that I could be bothered to stuff that I could be bothered to watch, kind of stuff. Spinal Tap 2, I definitely want to go and see that. I need to rewatch the original. I haven't seen the original for ages. And I definitely want to go and see The Long Walk. So I'm hoping to go and see that on Friday. They're both out on Friday, I think, are they? Yeah, so it looks like they're both out. So I might do a double. I might do a double on it. Yeah, so I'll see The Long Walk before I'll see Spinal Tap, because I've been waiting for that one. Louise Thompson is here. Hello, Louise. And Zach is back. Zach is back. Do you think John Wick Ballerina will have a slipcover on the 4K? The 4K Lionsgate release of Tornado came with a slip. Well, there was a picture on the Big Pauly page, or one of the groups. I don't think it was my page, actually. I think it was another group. And it was without the slipcover. So I don't know. I don't know. It could just be wherever they got it from. I don't know, because I think I read or heard recently that they didn't have any slipcovers on a particular release from HMV, but in the store they did have slipcovers. So it's a bit hit or miss. Yeah, I would expect it to have a slipcover. A nice glossy purple slipcover. So we'll see. Well, we'll find out tomorrow, won't we? Zach says, thought I'd ask because Ballerina releases tomorrow. Yeah. Jim Jam says, still keep hoping Bottom gets a Blu-ray release. Well, they've released the young ones. I can't see why not. And to be perfectly honest, I think from a British comedy era, I think probably there's more Bottom fans than the young ones, even though they are both classic shows. I love the young ones, but I would sit there and watch Bottom over the young ones. So I would pick Bottom to watch first. So I definitely hope so. And of course we got one flew over. No, we got Only Fools and Horses. We got a limited series, didn't we? We got the limited specials and things like that. I really wanted them to release all of Only Fools and Horses on Blu-ray. We've got Blackadder that got released. I've got the box set. I've not watched that one yet, so I need to watch that. And various other shows. So the Sweeney, yeah, apparently that's really good picture quality. So I wouldn't say that we'll never get a Bottom. Yeah, there's as good a chance as any, really. Louise says, anyone else still nearly had a heart attack at 3, even went with a warning. Yeah, it's like you knew it was coming, yet there it is. And I'm just wondering, you know, other than being in the cinema and people's phones going off, it could potentially be dangerous if you're driving and it makes you jump. What about all these surgeons that are trying to operate and all of a sudden the alarm goes off? I'm sure none of them have got phones in their hands when they do it, but who knows? Jim Jam says, are you going to get the BBC Narnia Blu-ray set? I probably won't. I've never seen it. I might kind of like stream it or whatever. I don't know if it's something that I like. I do like the films when they came out, and I know they're doing a new. Are they doing a new series, or they're doing a new series of films? And apparently, is it Aslan, the lion, which I believe in the film I think was voiced by Liam Neeson, but it's now being voiced by a woman. I could be wrong, but I think I read that somewhere. Thesp 26. Is YouTube your full-time job? Do you know what? I would love it to be my full-time job. If it meant going out Blu-ray hunting every day, filming videos every day, getting uploads, and I didn't have to worry about any, you know, traveling to work and all that. But it's not realistic, because it's a specific category that we fall into, you know, with physical media. It's not like these big rich food reviewers that get hundreds and thousands or millions of views. So it's a very limited viewer base. Having said that, I don't know if anybody actually watches Rate My Takeaway with Danny. He's recently left. You know, he's one of the biggest food reviewers out there with his table and his chair. And all of a sudden he's packed it in because the other two that were in the group, the editor and the cameraman, I mean, I can't get in. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but apparently they didn't all agree on something, or I didn't even know it was a business. I thought it was just him, like the MacMaster or Gary Eats or Greeno Eats or anybody like that, just, you know, filming and maybe a member of the family doing the camera work. No idea they had a kind of like a business, and it all goes to legality and all that kind of stuff. I suppose that's the problem, isn't it? That's the problem when you get too big into it. But I mean, I'm sure he can do his own one. I mean, do the other people own the Rate My Takeaway catchphrase or logo? Because I'm pretty sure probably when it first started, it was Danny's channel, and I don't even suppose anybody else got paid. You know, they were just helping him out. I don't know. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens with it. Are you picking up Master and Commander 4K? Oh, yes, I am. I have. Let's have a look. There it is. Yeah, I have done a video, which hopefully will be up later on, of a couple of unboxings. There it is. Really nice. It's velvety. It's really nice. It's velvety. It's embossed all around Russell Crowe, and it's all embossed on the title. It's one of the nicest slipcovers I've seen for ages, and I just love the colours. I thought that was much better than the Steelbook. So yeah, I've got that to watch. I've never seen the film. I know it's 50-50 with people. You know, you'll either like it or not. I'm not expecting it to be Pirates of the Caribbean. It's probably more along the lines of like Dances with Wolves at Sea. Something like that. Jim Jam says Jaws looked epic on the big screen. Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. Obviously, I saw it at IMAX. Obviously, it's not in IMAX. You know, it was still in letterbox format. But the good thing about this IMAX where I go is that it's so dark in there, is that you don't see the top or the bottom of the screen. So it's just there. You just see the frame of the actual film. It sounded great as well. Again, I went at a time when most people have already been, so I went during the daytime, so there wasn't too many people in there, but I still had fun with it. It's actually my second time watching it at the IMAX. So I saw it probably was maybe last year or the year before, where they re-showed it. They showed that, and they showed E.T. as well, and that was really cool as well. So I do like it when they put on and bring back a lot of classic films. You know, they're always re-showing like Harry Potter's or Lord of the Rings. They've recently put on all of the Christopher Nolan films, which I am bummed that I actually missed Interstellar on IMAX again. I would have liked to have seen that, but it didn't time right. Two films that I would love to see at my IMAX would be Independence Day and The Empire Strikes Back. Basically because of the size of the screen and the sound. But it's always great to go back and watch these. As you know, like last year or whenever it was, or the year before, I went to see Never Ending Story. Yeah, really good. You're never going to fill up. Wow, I was going to say you're never going to fill up chairs watching an older film. Having said that, the Christopher Nolan films almost sold out the IMAX, especially the Batman ones. Yeah, so yeah, there is warrant for people to go back, and the biggest one that I am waiting for, that I am hoping is going to be showing at our IMAX in October, is Back to the Future. Just to see that back on the big screen again, that'll be fantastic. Jamie says, honestly, not really. I've had some health problems come up myself. Oh, I think he's responding to a Jim Jam. Jim Jam. Oh, Jamie, by the way. Pardon me. I've got your Superman thing all boxed up. It's all bubble wrapped. I've got the poster in there, the Fantastic Four poster in there as well, so it's ready to go. I know it's taken so long. I am really sorry, mate. I just wanted to get the right size box. Every box that I came across was crap or crushed. So it is well padded. Hopefully it's padded enough. And I will send that to you. I'm hopefully going to get Dad to drop it off at the post office tomorrow. So that'll be on its way. So I know it's taken a hell of a long time, but I just wanted to get it right. And I've taken off the Superman figure because it was connected to the side, and I've sellotaped the bottom of it inside the popcorn container so it doesn't rattle about when it goes through the post. Zach says, I know what you mean. It's YouTube Shorts. Yeah. Hulk is here. Have you seen the trailer for 28 Years Later, Bone Temple, coming out in January? I did. I watched it the other night. Yeah, it looks okay. It looks okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure it's going to be good. I'm sure it's going to be good. Zach says, sometimes when I do short videos, they go viral very quickly. Yeah, I mean, it only takes one, doesn't it? Jim Jam says, Jim Jam is off to cook some Italian delicacies. He must be at work. Don't burn the pizza. Thanks, mate. Thanks for popping by. Ryan, my brother's girlfriend Jess is a mermaid. Okay. Oh, yes. Cheesy garlic bread. Oh, yes. Hulk says, have you watched The Car yet? No, I have not. That was one of the months I was going to do for Arrow watches. Yeah, so that might have to wait until November now, because I've already got September kind of like planned out, and October is just going to be horror films. I'm just literally going to watch horror films through October. I've got a lot on the shelf that I have not seen, so that is the perfect opportunity. And I'll do like a compilation video at the end of the month. You know, telling you what I thought about all of these different horror films. So maybe November. December will probably be Christmas films. So maybe November will be the time to get the arrows in. Arrow. I'm not going to bother with the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future Steelbook sets. I'm happy with my 35th anniversary 4K trilogy box set. That's perfectly fine. I know some would say all you're getting is a lot of tat. I mean, you're getting a Steelbook and then you're getting a load of tat. I think some of the stuff is actually quite cool, like the almanac, or whatever you want to call it, the almanac, sports almanac. I think it has like the photograph, the lenticular photograph with the disappearing Marty in that. So that could be cool. and various blueprints and things like that. I'm really happy with my Steelbook set, actually. I might wait because I doubt that it's going to sell out at £51.99. So I would say probably it will still be in stock a month or two later, and they might start reducing the price. If they start to reduce the price down, maybe to 30 quid, I'll probably go for them, and I will replace the Steelbooks with the ones that I've already got, and then just sell the ones that come with it. Louise says Nosferatu is coming on Sky Cinema Friday. Oh, that's cool. Steve's here. Hello, mate. Did you prefer Superman or Fantastic Four? Actually, Superman. Yeah, I really enjoyed Fantastic Four, but I think still Superman. Obviously, I'm going to pick both of them up. Steve says, do you plan to see The Conjuring? I thought it was the weakest one, but it's still enjoyable. The Last Rites, which I saw yesterday, I don't think it's the weakest. I thought the third one was the weakest. It was a bit slower. I still enjoyed the story, but it wasn't as good as the first two. But I would say that this one was better, personally, than the third one. Jamie says, I've never known a set of films to get so many different releases than Back to the Future. Very popular films always make money and collectors cave in every time. Exactly. I mean, they'll be releasing Lord of the Rings again in different steelbooks. They're coming out soon. What else are they releasing? I'm sure they're going to probably release. Oh, aren't they releasing Jurassic Park again, or all the Jurassic Parks? I don't know. Yeah. Apparently, they might. I don't know if there's any truth in this, but they might start re-releasing all of the MCU films again now with Dolby Vision. I don't know, right from the start. And those 3 Iron Man steelbooks that you showed, Jamie, I don't know what they are or where they're from. They look like Blue Fans designs, but maybe that's just like a hint of what they're planning to do. Who knows? If they know that people are going to buy them and are going to spend money, and a lot of us do spend money on multiple copies, then yeah, they'll re-release them. It's all right for Blu-ray reviewers in America because they get sent absolutely everything for free by all the main studios, especially Sue. Movies with Sue. I don't think she's bought a movie for a year and she still gets all the new releases. Yes, that's it. Harsh Times. Yeah, it does work. It does work in the UK. Yeah, I did try that. Yeah, I'd be interested to see what that one's all about because I'd never heard of it before. Scotty's movies here. I like, mate. Hope you will. Will you be going to any new towns hunting soon? I'm planning to go Liverpool for the first time a week on Monday. Oh, that'd be cool. I'm sure there's some probably pretty cool shops in Liverpool. Yeah, I mean, I had planned on branching out a little bit further in Kent. I still haven't been to the only HMV I've not been to in Tunbridge Wells, like the north end of Kent. I still haven't been there. So I hope so. I would normally go to smaller towns to charity shop hunting, but we know what charity shops are like. But I did watch a recent video with a travel couple that went to Faversham, which is very near me. It's just up from Canterbury. And I remember going to Faversham years ago, and they showed some of the shops and that, and they showed a lot of charity shops. There was a lot of charity shops on the high street. So I figured I might take a little trip up there when I got a spare day, because it's somewhere new where we haven't been. And Faversham is kind of special. It's kind of special in 2 ways. It had Young's Chinese buffet, where me, Mama Bowman and Papa Bowman always used to go and sit in with a Chinese buffet. But one of the biggest reasons was there was a shop there. At the back of the shop, I used to buy all my Laserdiscs and all my DVDs in the infancy back in 1997, 1998. I used to go up there every week and buy the new latest US imports and Laserdiscs. And I got very special memories of that kind of kickstarting my love of, physical media again. So yeah, that's I really enjoyed going there, and it's been a long time since I've been to Faversham. So it's going to be somewhere new, and I kind of like want to check it out because I haven't been there for many years. Sam says, did you watch Freaky Friday? No, I haven't seen the original, and I know there's a new one out, isn't there? I don't know if it's kind of my type of go-to film. I don't know. I might just catch it when it comes on streaming, or yeah. Stuart, hello Stuart. I hope you're well. Love the Abyss Steelbook. I know it's really cool, really cool. Are Masters of Steel only available to contact through Instagram? I think they've got a Facebook page as well. I'm pretty sure they have. They've got a YouTube channel. But with Instagram, if you message them, they'll get back to you pretty much straight away. Masters of Steel, yeah, there they are. They are on Facebook. Yeah, so they do have a Facebook page there. So they do keep it updated. 50 minutes ago, they got some like Alien Steelbooks that they've done, which is pretty cool. Alien Resurrection, Alien 3. So they're all pretty cool. Lots of really cool Steelbooks. That's excellent. I really want to get that one, Aliens. That is an absolutely fantastic looking Steelbook. And you want to see when he turns it around in a minute, have a look at the back. Yeah, because they haven't done a really good Alien Steelbook in the UK. Go on, flip it round. Let's have a look at the back. Yeah, go on. All right. There you go. Really cool artwork. I do love it. I do love the color combination as well. So yeah, I definitely want to see if I can get me grubby little mitts on one of those. But they do some great ones. I mean, that one of Alien, that's a really cool one as well. And if the artwork's not right, if you don't like the artwork, then just submit your own artwork and then make the Steelbook. Louise says, Sam, 50 Shades of Grey. Shadow's Crypt. Oh, that sounds scary. Did you get my last post? I don't know. Did I? I don't think you left a comment above, did you? Oh, it's the old. I tell you what, the reason why I'm looking in like this is I swear that the text is smaller than it used to be. B930EN channel, yeah. Hi, Big Pauly, how are you doing? Yeah, you like The Conjuring, The Last Rites. I enjoyed it when I went to see it Friday. I've been to see Jumanji today for the 30th anniversary. Watching The Long Walk this week. Very cool. What is your film of the year so far? So far, Superman. It was Sinners. It was a very close call. But I think Superman, although Flow was right up there, Flow was my favourite film so far, the animated film. It could get all knocked off within the next couple of months, who knows. Justin is here. Hello, Justin. I found back-to-back 4K Blu-ray, £2 in British Art Foundation shop in Tooting. Lots of Steelbooks. Thank you. I've just finished Wednesday on Netflix. Fantastic. Yeah. Steelbooks in a charity shop. Oh, blimey. If only. I know that The Long Walk is from the director of the Hunger Games sequels. It does look good, actually. It does look good. Are you going to see Soldier Man 2, the new extended cut, and Thunderbirds? Soldier Man 2? What is Soldier Man? I don't even think I've seen a first Soldier Man. Has it bypassed me? I don't know. Matthew's here. Hello, Matthew. I'm good, thanks. I've been watching your Monjoro journey videos, and they help me a lot as I'm on the same ones from the doctors, and I've lost over 2 stone so far. Fan-bloody-tastic. That's excellent. Yeah. I've got £3 to go, and then that's a £2 loss. A £2 loss. A 2 stone loss. So that's 2 stone in literally 8 weeks, so a stone a month. So yeah, really chuffed with that. I'm finding it really easy. It's probably the easiest weight loss I've ever done in my life. And it's great seeing all these people getting it and doing it. I know the prices have gone up if you're on the higher doses. I don't plan to go anywhere above 2.5 milligrams. That's perfectly fine for me. If it does stop working, if it does stop being effective at 2.5, then I'll consider maybe shifting it up to 5, but I'll do it in increments to like 3.75 and then 5. So, or 2 weeks of 2.5, to make the 5. I'm noticing a lot of changes. I'm noticing a lot of changes, especially in like clothing. I've already thrown a belt away because I've got no holes in it anymore. I bought myself a new belt, which 2 weeks ago I was on the 3rd hoop, 3rd hole. Now I'm on the 4th hole. And the trousers, the jeans I'm wearing at the moment, they wouldn't stay up if I didn't use a belt. They are literally just so baggy. So I'm going to have to retire those maybe this week, and then start wearing my new jeans that I've got with a smaller size. Kyle says, happy Blu-ray hunting for everyone this week. Don't know if Kermit's back, because Kermit did say that he was returning in September. Not too far to. Hello. How many children do you have, and what's their favourite film? I've got 22 children. You think I'd have this lot if I had kids? I have 0 kids. Leo says, are you going to get Superman when it comes out on 4K? Yeah, the Steelbook. Definitely the Steelbook. Oh, are we going to start to get political and everything now? Thoughts on trans women using toilets? Using what toilets? I think they can use toilets if they want to go to the toilet. Jamie says, 1 Foot in the Grave would be good on Blu-ray. Oh, yeah. It's got a better picture. I don't believe it. 4291. Are you going to see Back to the Future 40th anniversary? Yes, I definitely will. If that is going to be shown at the cinema, which I'm pretty sure it will be, then I will be. Adrian is here. Hello, mate. I am doing well. Thank you very much. It's our solar of the century. Zach is off. I just have to remember his name. Thank you very much, Zach, for popping along. See you later. Oh, it's Netflix that's doing a series. I thought for some reason it was a film, but obviously not. I suppose they're getting in there with with Amazon's Rings of Power, the Lord of the Rings series, which has got way better than it was the first series. And I really enjoyed the second series, so I'm looking forward, especially now Gandalf is in it. So I'm really looking forward to series 3. Super Steve Jones, I found Game of Thrones 1 to 6 German release for 50p. A series in Phyllis's Tuckwell charity shop. Phyllis's Tuckwell. That's a funny name for a charity. There are bargains in charity shops. Leo says, I have Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World on pirate DVD. Oh, me hearty. Oh, dear. You know, I love grossly proportioned people like yourself. Okay. Do you, by any chance, look like Daisy Ridley? Probably not. Super Steve Jones, 4K picture, not the best on Master and Commander. Okay, well, I'll give it a shot. I don't have it on Blu-ray. I've never seen it on Blu-ray, so it's going to be a good picture for whatever I see it on. What are your thoughts on the weather today? Really nice, really warm this morning. I wore my cap when I went out for a walk. Blue sky, sunshine, beautiful. Leo says, what is your next film that you're going to see at the cinema? Probably The Long Walk. Butts Unplugged is here. You've got to have your butt unplugged. Oh my God. I've got my colonoscopy date again for the next one. Well, the one that never happened. And yeah, my butt is going to get unplugged. Definitely. Trouble is, I've got to go through all that crap again. Well, not literally, but I've got to go through all that prep. Oh, God. Anyone got an opinion on CEX giving you next to nothing on DVDs nowadays? You might as well just give them away. Give them away to charities. Very few DVDs are worth anything in CEX these days. Jamie says, the 3 films I would love to see at the cinema, of course, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, no surprise, Howard the Duck and Critters. Cool. Do you know what? I've never seen Critters. I've never seen Critters. And I've got Howard the Duck on Blu-ray, but I have not watched it yet. Do you know which Bond's 4K Steelbook collection is coming next? Know that it's been a while since the Sean Connery. I haven't heard anything. I don't know if anybody else has, but I haven't heard anything. I should imagine they'll leave it a while before doing another one. Those Tron 4Ks do look good, Adrian, yes. Back to the Future new Steelbooks are just ripping off collectors. Yeah, it's just another release. They got, you know, as soon as something turns 30, 40, 50, whatever, they throw out a new release. It's like Jaws 50th anniversary. I've got it on 4K as a 45th anniversary. Actually, I've got my 4K here, which I actually did put up on the group page to sell because I don't really need it. Yeah, so I've got Jaws there on 4K, which is the 45th anniversary collection, includes 4K and Blu-ray. So 2 discs there. Because I got the Steelbook, I got the new Jaws Steelbook that came out, and I've put that in the lenticular Jaws package, so I don't need that. Unfortunately, I tried to scan this to see if CEX would take it, and they wouldn't, because this formed part of the box set, and I don't think this was released on its own, so there's no listing for it. Thoughts on the Harry Potter series? Yeah, I am looking forward to it, having just watched all the Harry Potter films. There's some good casting in there. I do think the girl that's playing Hermione is probably top notch. Harry and Ron look okay. They look good. I've seen loads of other characters, like the Weasleys. John Lithgow as Dumbledore. I think that is really good casting as well. The main thing is aimed at Snape. Everywhere you look online, Snape. It's recast them. You can't do that. I mean, he is supposed to be really, not to be racist, but he is supposed to be really pale. But I don't know. He could be an absolutely fantastic actor. I don't know. So everybody is saying, like, recast them now. But we don't know. I mean, do you remember it was the same with Casino Royale when they announced Daniel Craig as the blonde Bond and he stepped off that boat? People were like, are you having a laugh? That is not James Bond. And he ended up killing it. He ended up killing the role. So it's a case of judging a book by its cover. Yeah. So I would strongly advise everybody to wait until it comes out, and then we can make our own minds up whether or not it actually works. It's gonna run for years. I've read that it's going to probably run for 10 years, maybe even longer, because I think they wanted to do two seasons per book. So we're talking a long time there. Yeah. So John Lithgow did say this is the last thing he'll ever do, and he'll be something like 87 when he's finished. So we'll just have to see what it turns out like. James says, what's your favourite 3 films of the year so far? Me is Sinners, Weapons, Fantastic Four. Again, Superman, Sinners, Flow, I think, for me so far. I know we've got quite a few films to come, including Avatar, but I don't know if Avatar will make the top of the top slot. Who knows? Can't wait for Kermit's Ghost return. The man, the myth, the frog, the legend. Can't wait for him to come back. Yeah, I've missed those coffee shots. I've missed his endless knowledge on movies and his pickups and stuff like that. So I think we've all missed Kermit. And hopefully everything's working out as best as it can with the situation outside of his channel. I do chat to him every now and again on Instagram as well. All the films you watch are shit. Watch some good ones. I wouldn't say they're all shit. A majority of them are shit. I mean, I do own Battlefield Earth in the Blu-ray collection. But having said that, I thought Clockwork Orange was shit. And The Godfather was shit. So it's complete personal preference. Do you think mermaids are real? I really don't know. And it smells a bit fishy. Do you think, what's this? Oh, thoughts on Carrie with her from Kick Backside? What? Oh, I know what you mean. Chloe Grace Moretz from Kick-Ass. I thought it was really good. Yeah, I thought it was really good. I probably actually preferred it than the original. Right, let's move on. Jamie says, travel down to, wait for it, Pauly. I'll buy you a sausage bap and gingerbread latte. Oh, man. I'm just, yeah, because we're in the gingerbread phase now. I'm hoping I can have a gingerbread latte on Manjaro. I'm sure I can. I'll just need to count the amount of calories in it. Oh, with that cream. Oh my God. Yeah, maybe one every couple of weeks. Sausage bap. It's probably 2 sausages in a bap now, isn't it? They keep bloody reducing them. One thing I need to try though, which I had no idea they do, is Greggs. I had no idea Greggs were now doing jacket potatoes. So I need to try and hit up a Greggs soon. Not Greggs, Subway. Yeah, not Greggs, Subway. Subway are doing it. Yeah, because there's really nothing around my area at all that sells a good jacket potato. Leo says, have you ever got something out of a charity shop for free? Not really, no. Big Pauly in Big Pauly. Leo says, do you have TikTok? No. I decided when I had all the social media that I would just limit it to Instagram, really. Instagram and Facebook. I do have a Twitter account, but I never use it. I never use it. And I don't really think I want to get into the TikTok phase. Brian says, hope you well. I'm watching the other Conjuring films before the new one. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I did. I watched all 3 of them again recently. Oh, okay. Spider-Man, not Soldier Man. Because there is a bit of a difference. Oh, there's an extended cut coming out of Spider-Man 2. Oh, okay. What is your favourite food? Well, I would have said fish and chips, but I have not had fish and chips in 8 weeks. I've done my own version of fish and chips with breadcrumbed fish and herbs and stuff like that. But so far as a chip shop fish and chip, I've heard lots of people having fast food like fish and chips and Chinese while taking Monjaro, and they are sick as a parrot. They're either puking, got stomach ache, or they're crapping all night. So I'm staying away from fried food. So I'll just do my own versions of it. I haven't had a Chinese in 2 months either. And you know what? I don't really care. I don't really miss it. I don't really miss it at all. Adrian says, yeah, me too, Jamie. Can't wait for Kermie's return. Kermie. Leo says, I like your rant videos. They're so funny. George says, have you watched any of the Alien Earth? I have. I really enjoy it. I can understand that it can be a little bit slow, or maybe it's not as fast-paced or exciting as maybe the original trailers pointed out. But the last episode I watched, I'm not going to talk about it. The last episode I watched was bloody brilliant. It was probably the best one of the series, and it had that throwback to the original film. So there has been some good moments in there, but we've kind of like stepped away from the whole ill people being replaced by children, into new bodies at the moment. So we're now focusing on like the creatures. But yeah, I'm sure it'll get better. I'm sure it'll get more fast paced. I don't know if they're going to plan on doing a series 2. I hope so. Adrian says, I bought myself Nightmare Before Christmas LED shadow light projector from Home Bargains. Oh, okay, that sounds cool. David says, today is Buddy Holly's birthday. He would have been 89. Bloody Nova. Are you looking forward to Smashing Machine and GoldenEye 30th anniversary and Strangers Chapter 2 and The Battle After Another? Smashing Machine looks really good. I gotta say, it might be kind of like a new change for Dwayne Johnson, make him more recognizable as an actor and not just an action star. And his physique has completely changed. GoldenEye 30th anniversary, is that going to the cinema? Because I haven't heard anything about that. Strangers Chapter 2, I'm not really fussed with. I really didn't gel with the first one, so I'll probably leave that. And maybe catch it on streaming when it comes on Netflix or whatever. And Battle After Another, that actually does look good. That's Paul Thomas Anderson, isn't it? Yeah, that actually does look good with Leo and Sean Penn and that. Have you ever bought a bootleg DVD before? No, but I have bought bootleg Blu-rays. And I kind of don't tend to want them in the collection now. And like when the Disney Plus Star Wars and the Marvel shows came along, I kind of like, as soon as I got a proper copy, I binned the bootlegs. Jamie says, you haven't read Rian? I haven't even seen any comment from him. Oh, wait, he hasn't made one. Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, it's odd not hearing from him. Yeah, that is a surprise, actually. He's usually there on Effie Stream. Were you happy when Mortal Kombat 2 got delayed? I'm not really bothered. I mean, I did enjoy the first one. I do have it on Steelbook, so I definitely would have gone to see it. So obviously it had its reasons why it got delayed. There's other things to watch, so yeah, I'm not too fast, but we'll get to see it when it comes out. Hi BP, greetings from Southend. My film of the year is F1. Yeah, that is brilliant. I absolutely loved that. Not quite at the top. Not quite at the top. There are 3 films that I've got, but I would say it's in my top 5 though. Big Pauly, when is Pete Blu-ray Bullet Brick coming back? That's the £1 million question. Poor old Pete, he's had his health problems. He has been kind of like doing Disney stuff, his Disney collection, and I think he's maybe planning to come back, but it's got to be the right moment. It's got to be the right moment. So when he's back, we'll all be cheering. Super Soul is here. Hello, mate. How are you doing? Nice to have you in the chat. I don't think you've been in the chat for quite a while. If anybody doesn't know, Super Soul does all like toy reviews and toy purchasing, going around Smith's Toys and all that kind of stuff. So I do watch a lot of his stuff. So yeah, it's great to have you here, mate. So I hope everything's well. Leo says, what is your favourite fast food place to eat at? Before Monjuro, I think it would have been just a fish and chip shop. Just getting fish and chips wrapped in the paper. Because I can't really call Toby Carvery a fast food place. I still go to Toby Carvery. I just eat differently now and just don't pile my plate up. So, and I am losing weight when I have a Toby Carvery. So that's even better. Darren says, have you seen Tulsa King? Yes, I have. I love it. Yeah, the new series is coming out, I think, next week or the week after. So really looking forward to that. Jamie says, Alien Girth. Is this SM? Yeah. What do you think about Avengers Doomsday Secret Wars? Do you think they'll reach the heights of Infinity War or Endgame? Or are you worried about the report stating the script isn't finished? I don't think they're going to repeat Infinity War and Endgame. You know, we had all those years build up with all those characters that we watched multiple times in different films. And it seems like this upcoming Avengers film is going to kind of like be thrown together with some characters that maybe haven't gelled with a lot of people, and that it's not going to reach the heights of Infinity War. I'm pretty sure it's not. I could be proven wrong. If I'm proven wrong at the time, then I'll be ecstatic. Robert Downey Jr., I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing him again on screen. As a different character now, it could work. It could work. I mean, obviously they were lost with the whole Kang thing, and that kind of seems like an entirely wasted storyline now, even going back to the previous films in the series and that, you know, and Loki and that. So, yeah, Marvel were in a bit of a tiz and didn't know what to do. So I'm hoping these are going to be good films. they have started to prove to us that they can do good stuff again with Thunderbolts, and obviously Fantastic Four. Captain America Brave New World, I really didn't have any problem with it. I actually really enjoyed it. But we're not getting the classic stuff like we used to get. We're not getting the brilliant writing that we used to get. So we'll see. We'll see. Only time will tell. Lee says, what is your best charity shop find? Again, I would probably say Gravity, the Dolby Atmos version. But also, a couple of years ago in British Art Foundation in Maidstone, I found an Australian release of the Karate Kid movies all in one collection. There's 4 films, I think. I think it was 4 films, all in one box set. 4 or 5 films, all in one box set. So I was really happy with that. I think that was like £3, which was pretty cool. E-Trax is here. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, really well. Thank you very much for asking. Pauly, sorry, mate, tune in late as I was in the studio making music. Fantastic. Super Soul says, you're going to be watching The Longest Walk this week? Absolutely, mate. Yes. Really looking forward to it. I know it's based on Stephen King. I've never read the book, so I can only go by the trailer, but it does look good. So we lots twists and turns and all that. Could I do it? No, not a chance in hell. But and some of those scenes in the trailer of that bloke with his foot just dragging on the floor. Yeah. So I am looking forward to watching that one. When Lakeside and for the first went to Lakeside and for the first time did not go into HMV, far too expensive. Wow. Yeah, they have gone up a lot, haven't they? I mean, but then again, I mean, if you hold off on buying the 4Ks, if there are 4Ks out and you hold off on buying them, which I think a lot of people are starting to do now, then you can pick up 3 for £50. So that works out good. But you know, a lot of us collectors, we like to buy them on day one to make sure that we get a slipcover. Having said that, pretty much 80% of the stuff that is in HMV in the 3 for £50 still have slipcovers. Yeah. Leo says, have you had a kebab before? I have had a kebab, doner meat and that. I can still have one. I would probably have shish, chicken shish or lamb shish or something like that. With a salad with it, yeah. Jamie says, trying to find Ivan Ooze Funko Pop. Do you know who he is? If you meet him, take your autograph. But I don't know. Sorry, Jamie, I don't know. You've lost me on that. Leo says, have you heard of the K-pop Demon Hunter song, My Little Soda Pop? I've heard that there's something to do with K-pop Demon Hunters, but I have no idea what it's about. Sub-Zero is here. Hello. Have you got Predator 2 on 4K? I do now. I also have Predator 2 and Predators on the slimmer case 4Ks that I'm actually selling. So they're on my group page. As I've got the new ones with slipcovers that match, you know, the first Predator. So I don't need those ones. But, yeah, I have both of those. Are you going to see The Way of Water? Because it's going to be out before. Yeah, it is. They're re-releasing it into cinemas, aren't they? If they re-release it into the IMAX in 3D, I might just go and watch it. I know I've got it on 4K here, but the chance to see it on a massive screen in 3D, I'll go and watch it. Jamie says Demon Hunters is great fun and the songs are very catchy. Okay. E-Tracks, any news in who will be the next Bond? Your guess is as good as mine. Keep seeing names popping up here and there. I mean, the last thing I read was Tom Holland, but who knows? Who knows? And then there was what's his name from Godzilla, and oh God, what is it? Aaron Taylor Johnson. I think Aaron Taylor Johnson could do it. I think he would be probably a logical choice, but they might be thinking outside of the box and pick someone no one has a clue who they are. Yeah. It was pretty much the same when Doctor Who happened. I remember, I've told this story before, but I remember one Saturday night, I was at work and they were going to announce the new Doctor. And it was just coming off David Tennant. And everybody was like, who's going to be the new Doctor? Matt Smith came up on the screen, and both me and my work colleague looked at each other and said, who the bloody hell's that? And he, in fact, turned out to be one of the best Doctors ever. So, yeah, so who knows? So I'm sure they've got the right person in mind. I hope they've got the right person in mind. Because the entire Bond franchise in the future is going to rely on it. Jamie says, looking forward to Predator Badlands. Yeah, I know. I completely forgot about that one. I still need to see this animated one that's on streaming. Glad to have Predator back in cinemas. I'm even fan of the hated The Predator. I don't mind it. I don't mind that. I actually like the banter of those blokes in the bus. I just like the way they gel. Yeah. I'm probably one of the only people that probably does like that film. But like I say, I do have Battlefield Earth in my collection on Blu-ray. Oh dear. Where are we? Are you going to see Downton Abbey? Probably not. I've never seen the series. I've never seen a single episode. To be perfectly honest, I have really no intention of. It doesn't interest me in the slightest. Justin says, all collectible cups and popcorn buckets, £2 each in Odeon and Cineworld. I did have a look in my Cineworld actually yesterday. Everything's gone. The whole lot is gone. All they've got now is Smurf stuff. Yeah, there's a Smurf cup and a Smurf in a barrel. So it's a bit unfortunate, yeah. But really annoys you that you actually paid like 30 quid for a popcorn bucket now. Shit. Leo says, do you still have any old VHS tapes? I've got a crap ton. Not so many movies. I've got a lot of music VHS tapes. Yeah, especially from bands like Bon Jovi, Motley Crue, Status Quo, Queen, like that. That's how we used to watch music videos back in the day, outside of MTV and that. Terminator 2, I've got the original 1992 or 93 release that I paid 80 quid for. You know, at the time when they used to come out for rental, you could also buy one as well at the same time, and I decided to buy one. It's probably worth about 20p now, but there you go. I do have, what else have I got? I've got some Babylon 5. I've got some Babylon 5 VHS tapes that I've got the cast to sign. So I've got J. Michael Straczynski. He signed one of my Babylon 5s. Michael O'Hare. I've got Delenn. I've got Michael O'Hare. Yeah, Michael O'Hare, Commander Sinclair. Mira Furlan. Jerry Doyle. So I've got a few of the actors to actually sign my VHS tapes. I went to a convention back in the 90s called Babcon, which was at Shepherd's Bush Empire, and it was the entire cast of Babylon 5. It's a great convention. I've got the book for it as well. In fact, if you do go and have a look at do you remember the series of videos I did, the storeroom series, where I just went through the whole storeroom? You can see all the VHS tapes in there that are signed, all the music collection, the CDs and VHS and everything like that, all the Buffy paintings and the Buffy collection and computer games. There was also one with programs from like concerts, you know, the big paper card programs that you pick up at music concerts. And I had Babcon in there, and there was also Quark's Restaurant as well from Las Vegas. And I got the entire cast, for the entire Ferengi cast, to sign it. So we've got Chase Masterson. Well, she's not Ferengi, but Chase Masterson in there. We've got Max Grodenchik. I've also got Armin Shimmerman signed it as well, and a few other people. I don't know if the actor who played Nog actually signed it. I can't remember. But I actually have a fork as well from Quarks. It's a real shame that they disbanded that, you know, when Star Trek was kind of like phasing out at the time after the Next Generation films and that. But now, I mean, it'd be great if they did another one, you know, a new one. But I went there, I sat on the bridge of the Enterprise, had a photograph taken in a Borg chamber. And it was a great place. And, you know, had lunch on the promenade in Deep Space Nine with Ferengis and Morn walking around, and Borg and Klingons. Fantastic it was. Absolutely fantastic. Plus, I've got 2 bottles of Romulan ale, which are still unopened. Yes, they're quite old actually now. Yeah. Leo says, read the best charity shop find. My best find was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood on Blu-ray. Oh, that's cool. Cost me 50p with a slipcover. That's excellent. Hello, Big Pauly. Oh, hello, Jason. What new releases are you picking up next week? I've already got 2. Probably the only 2 I'm going to get, which are Master and Commander and the Animals. What was it called? Which I watched, Dangerous Animals, the shark film. I watched a film by one of the greatest British actors, Dirk Bogarde, film called Hunted. Have you seen any of his films? I'm sure Papa Bowman has seen. Yeah, I'm sure Papa Bowman has seen some of his films. Personally, I've not unless he was in any of the Alfred Hitchcock films. It's not a name that I have been drawn to watching films, as there are a lot of older classics and stuff like that. Mr. Movie Madness is here. I just watched Thunderbolt on Disney Plus. Just need to add Fantastic Four. Yeah. Shadow's Crypt. I don't know why I do it like that. Yeah. Would you be interested in buying a brand new French steelbook of Toy Story 4 Unlimited Rango steelbook? No, thank you for the offer. Really appreciate it. But I already do have a Toy Story steelbook and a Rango steelbook as well. So I'm good, but thanks for the offer. Are you back Blu-ray hunting tomorrow? Unfortunately not. No. I'm working Monday and Tuesday, so Blu-ray hunting is not going to be until Wednesday. Danny's here. Hello, Dan. I was like 3 years old at the what? Oh, at the tail end of VHS. I had 1 or 2, but DVD was my first actual format. As a physical media collector, I mean, I was into VHS back in the day, in the 80s. You know, we would always rent the latest releases. I really didn't buy physical media in the 80s. I didn't buy movies to own other than that Terminator 2. And even the music VHS tapes I would buy probably late 80s, early 90s. But as a collector, it started with DVD. It really started big time with DVD for me in 1997. And I still remember, I've still got the original Blu-ray, the original DVD player, I mean. It's a Panasonic A100, and it was an American import. It cost me 900 quid. I bought it from a Pioneer shop in Shaftesbury Avenue on London. And there was a cabinet upstairs that had maybe 30 DVDs in existence. There was only about 30 releases ever at that time, and they were about £35 each for a DVD. So I do remember those days, those glorious early DVD days. Dan says, when was you born? Was it before or after 71? 71. I was born on 71. Will you be watching The Conjuring Last Rites? Excuse me. Yeah, I saw it yesterday. So I'm hoping to get up a little short review soon. What horror movie would you rate for 2025? I mean, oh God, I don't know. I mean, a lot of horror movies, they actually wait for them. They wait for them to come out at the end, don't they? Around about October time. What have I said? Nosferatu was good. Wolfman, that didn't work for me. Companion was good. I wouldn't say that's a horror film. Yeah. Sinners, probably so far as horror films, because it had, it had the right element. I would probably say Sinners and Weapons, maybe those two. Dan says, drink the ale on stream as a goal for hitting 15,000 subs. Yeah, I'm sure it would be all right. It's never been opened. I want to check out High and Low remake from Spike Lee, but I need to see Kurosawa's original first. Okay. Physical Madeira. Dan says, I wasn't a twinkle in my dad's bollocks in 1997. Blimey. Adrian was born in July 1970. And Dan says, you're exactly 3 decades my senior. Oh, yeah. Thanks. I feel really old now. Jay Post is here. Hello. What is your favourite Marvel film? It's got to be Infinity War. Definitely. Do you own any Betamax and VHS videos? I do have a few VHS, the water margin. I don't. I was never into Betamax because we had VHS. My mum bought a video recorder, a stereo video recorder, front loader in about 1982 or 83. 500 quid it cost when she used to work at the solicitors. So that was our first big thing. I've still got it, actually. It's in Papa Bowman's bedroom. And we got the handset and the cable, so it could still work. Yeah, so I was never into Betamax. I do occasionally buy a few VHS tapes, just for collectability to have on the shelf. If there's something that I want, like I find like a Star Wars one or something, or a classic Disney one, then it's nice to have as a showpiece with the rest of the collection. Favorite film in the year you were born? I actually don't know, because I would have to go through all the films that came out in 1971. Alan Seymour's here. Hello, Alan. Hello, Alan. And what's this? Landa XT, and everyone, how's it going? Hello, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm good, thank you very much. Whatever. Oh dear me. Jason says, I've never seen the Conjuring or Annabelle trilogy films. Are they any good to watch? Me thinking of renting or buying them from Google TV. Yeah, I enjoy them. I haven't seen Annabelle Comes Home. That's the only one I haven't seen yet. And I also need to watch the La 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 Rona, La 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 Rona. And J Post says, who is the best Bond in your opinion? For me, it's Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig is much more. I like the action, the real action side. Having said that, I grew up with Roger Moore, so not personally, but I grew up with the Roger Moore ones, so they were a very quirky throwback. So I do enjoy those ones, and also the Pierce Brosnan ones. Yeah, fantastic. So I think we'll leave it there. We've run out of comments, but it's 6 o'clock. I was going to end at 6 o'clock anyway. So thank you everybody for popping by. Hope you have a great evening and a great week to come. I'll do one more. I've got one more here. Jamie's comments just popped up. Today's generation don't appreciate movies these days like the golden era of VHS and cinemas were king. It's a very different world now, isn't it? It's a very different world that we live in. Yeah, not to get too political or anything, but it's all internet based now. Yeah, it's all internet based, and we don't get the thrills like we used to get when new films come out. Anyway, so thank you everyone for popping by. If you do want to see any of the stuff that I've got in those storeroom series of videos, there's about 10 of them. Like I say, I go through everything from my vinyl, cassette tapes, CDs, Buffy the Vampire Slayer merchandise, Star Wars merchandise, Disney Store exclusives, shit tons of stuff. Yeah, just go to YouTube, type in the Storeroom series, Big Pauly, and they'll come up. I think there might be a watch list. I might have put a watch list, but yeah, go and check those out. So until the next live stream, thank you everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.